2023 is currently writing its political epilogue, but it is right to say the conflicts and confrontations that spiced its stories surrounding the general elections and the subsequent rounds in court. A number of states had to wait for validation from the courts before the helmsmen could confidently answer their names. Rivers has also served its own tales of intrigue, which many are hopeful that it has reached an amicable conclusion. We have this and more on political update today. I am Fisayo Ogunfuyi. Welcome. The Supreme Court has reserved judgment in the appeal filed by Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf to a later date. Abba Kabir Yusuf is challenging the decisions of the lower courts that nullified his election as governor.
One panel of justices hearing the appeal of the Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf and the NMPP is headed by Justice John Iyang Okoro. The appellants are challenging the concurrent verdicts of the Kano State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal and that of the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. Two issues which Supreme Court has to decide in this matter are membership and sponsorship of the Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf by the NMPP and the legality of the cancellation of 165,616 ballots. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, through his counsel, Wole Olanipekun SAN, urged the Apex Court to allow the appeal by carrying out substantial justice on the matter. Counsel to NMPP Boyega Umolo SAN questioned the power of the tribunal to recount the ballot papers dumped on it by the petitioner in its chambers. INEC counsel Abubakar Mahmood SAN urged the court to uphold the appeal. Counsel to the APC in the matter, Akinolu Jimi SAN, who raised preliminary objection against the appeal, urged the Apex Court to dismiss the appeal for lacking in merit. The lower courts, in their separate verdicts, affirmed Yusuf Gawuna of the APC as the duly elected governor of Kano State. The panel also heard the appeal of the APC and its candidate Sadiq Abubakar challenging the victory of Governor Bala Mohammed in the March 18 governorship election in Bauchi State. Both the tribunal and the Court of Appeal affirmed the declaration and return of Bala Mohammed as governor.
Substance of our appeal and the novelty of the issues that we are canvassing, and we believe that the outcome is going to assist the jurisprudence of electoral law and also assuage our clients' feeling of injustice at the election.
We believe in the integrity and the impartiality of the Nigerian judiciary. The judgment is reserved.
Since election matters are time-bound, the Supreme Court is expected to deliver its verdict.
In the course of the week, members of the Rivers State House of Assembly have withdrawn the notice of impeachment earlier served on Governor Similaye Fubara. The notice of withdrawal was contained in a letter read by the Speaker Martins Amewule at the House sitting in Port Harcourt.
The Speaker, Rivers State House of Assembly, Martins Amewule, says the withdrawal is in line with the conflict resolution intervention instituted by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The House lauded President Tinubu for what they described as his fatherly role in the settlement of the issues. Speaker Amewule says the House would continue to perform its constitutional functions of lawmaking and oversight for the development of Rivers State. The sitting was held Wednesday in the auditorium of the House of Assembly quarters on Aba Road, Port Harcourt, converted to an assembly chamber via a motion at the last plenary.
The National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party has reassured its members that the interventions with regard to the political development in Rivers State are yielding the desired results. The NWC said the party remains united and firmly on ground in Rivers State and other parts of the country despite its challenges.
Another meeting of the PDP NWC under the leadership of Acting Chairman Ambassador Umar Ili Adamagum. The meeting resolved that the party remains unwavering in providing steady and effective leadership that ensures the stability, growth and effective management of interest and corporate integrity in spite of some challenges confronting the party. The NWC, however, expressed displeasure over incautious conduct, activities and unguarded utterances by certain PDP leaders who are out to disparage critical organs of the party, inflame passions, cause division among members and bring the party to public disrepute for their selfish reasons. Of particular reference is the public statement credited to the former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, which was made apparently with the intent to inject bad blood and drag down the party for self-seeking motives. It is instructive to state that some of the challenges that plagued the party in the recent past and those confronting it at the moment are traceable to the comments, utterances and actions of some unpatriotic individuals which are inconsistent with the opportunity that the party gave them in the past, the NWC meeting stated. These leaders must understand and recognize that their actions and utterances are not only inimical to the well-being of Nigerians, but also in gross violation of the provisions of the Constitution of the PDP, especially sections 57, 58 and 59. The NWC therefore in very strong terms cautions such leaders to be mindful of their actions, utterances and conducts which are contrary to the provisions of the Constitution of the PDP. The NWC, in its responsibility to protect the integrity of the party from such unwarranted aggressions, will henceforth not hesitate to take appropriate disciplinary or punitive action against such individuals in line with the provisions of the Constitution of the PDP. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
It seems different strokes for different folks, but let's get an update on happenings in Rivers politics with the Rivers State House of Assembly correspondent Nkiru Onyejesi.
Tension appears to be fizzling out in Rivers State after months of political crisis in the state, from the House of Assembly, which was engulfed by fire, to the defection of 27 members and the demolition of Rivers State Assembly Complex. Now, this was also followed by the resignation of some commissioners in the state and special advisors. But with the timely intervention of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a truth was reached between Governor Fubara and some members of the State Assembly. This peaceful part has seen the withdrawal of impeachment notice earlier served the governor by some members of the House. Although the resolution may not have gone down well for some people, but for others, they are pleased with the president's intervention. And it's worthy of note that throughout the crisis, the state has been peaceful. It's back to you, Fiziayo.
Thank you very much, Onyejichi from Rivers State. We would get to our guest shortly because we trying to get him via Zoom. And once we get him, that's Honorable Promise Nwankwo, immediate past member of the Rivers State House of Assembly. He represented Umoma State constituency. We will be speaking with him shortly. But federal government reforms initiated by President Tinubu across the various sectors seem to be sowing the seeds of a transformative change in Nigeria. At the end of the year 2023 World Press Conference by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, he says wants Nigerians to appreciate the reforms and see them as not instantaneous miracles, but deliberate steps towards building a stronger and more prosperous Nigeria.
It was a platform for the government image maker to roll out federal government scorecard within 7 months.
Now there's a very important one also, number 3 here, that Nigerians need to really know about, and that is the Fulako initiative. This is an initiative that the federal government of Nigeria has put in place to build houses, clinics, schools, veterinary hospitals, empowerment initiatives, solar energy provision, and other infrastructure needs. It will be available in many areas that are hit by banditry and social unrest, the ones that are most hit, and the states are Zamfara, Kebbi, Katsina, Kaduna, Niger, and Benue states. I want to also say that government will also put that in place in Chudumbiri in Kaduna State, where the recent bomb mishap just occurred.
The 8-point agenda anchored on renewed hope, he assured, is steadily being implemented.
The 2023 supplementary budget of 2.176 trillion and the 2024 budget of 27.5 trillion, the administration's first full-year budget, presented to the National Assembly by the President both echoed the core tenets of the renewed hope agenda and serve as pivotal steps towards realizing the ambitious and the transformative objectives of the renewed hope agenda.
Also this week, the Senate on Thursday granted accelerated passage to the 21.8 trillion naira 2023 Appropriation Act Amendment Bill by taking the first, second, and third reading to enable utilization of the capital releases by ministries, departments, and agencies of government on development and security-related projects.
The amendments made provisions for extended implementation of the capital components of the two budgets from 31st December 2023 to 31st March 2024.
In view of the critical importance of some key projects nearing completion, it is expedient to grant extension of the expiration clause to avoid compounding the problems of abandoned projects, given that some of the projects were not provided for in the 2024 budget. Hence, the need to extend the implementation year.
Senate has confirmed the appointment of 11 justices of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, as recommended by the Senate Committee on Judiciary.
All right, joining us via Zoom is a member of the former member of the Rivers State House of Assembly via phone. Is Honorable Promise Nwankwo. Honorable Nwankwo, I understand you've been trying to get us via Zoom. It's not been possible, but let's speak with you via phone so that we can also, catch a feel of what has been happening concerning the, controversies and face-off with sin. Would you describe this week's events as the end of that face-off?
Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You can go ahead, please. How would you say, what we've seen this week in Port Harcourt is we can say that's a wrap on this face-off, and then we can continue with the issues of governance in your state?
Yeah, definitely, from all that he's doing thus far, and His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, Obara, has not really come up to contradict anything or from any of the media personnel, most especially the Commissioner for Information in any way. It therefore means that they are on that issue, and the governors have come to stay in Rivers State.
You represented Umar during your time, just this past dispensation. How would you describe, the status of assembly generally and the relationships with the executive in the past as compared to what we have now, just about 4 or 5 months in?
Okay, let me put something straight. I represented Oyibo State Constituency.
Okay.
At the State House of Assembly, and the relationship between the executive and the legislature, and even extending to the judiciary, was honestly a mutual one, and they were supportive of each other, and that was why His Excellency, the former Governor of Rivers State, and the current Minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria and the FCC was able to deliver efficiently, and the date Rivers people keep employing him on the delivery he made while he was the Governor of the state. And today, when you have rancor at the State Assembly, honestly, is going to affect the executive in their performance. Imagine where he's going the program, imagine where he's sending bills, imagine where he's sending other things, and he's being impeded by the legislature.
If we look at All right. Well, if we look at another aspect of this, I don't know if we should call it imbroglio, but PDP says they should vacate their seats. Do you agree?
PDP as a party, honestly speaking, now let me tell us something that happened. And I want to go back to memory lane. I was elected into the assembly as an opposition member in 2019. That basically from the SDP. And I was the...
Okay, you were initially an SDP member before you moved to PDP.
Yes. Now, I want to go back to the memory lane and for people to deduct something from it and see how they can build on. You know, most times we don't really build on nothing. We build on something. Now, when I came to the assembly, I came through the SDP, and we had 2 members, and I was the only SDP member that was there. So they had picked 1 member while I was making the 2 members. And while we were there, we were working harmoniously. And over the time, honestly, the voice of my people, we are unable to be heard. Oyibo was there in person, but in reality, their voice we are not heard. And I had no option than I jumped ship them, and I had to go to the ruling party so that my people could be remembered, my people could be held, and I could attract the project and developmental activities to my area. Unfortunately, honestly speaking, I think since the inception of River State, I don't think there is any government that has done anything tangible, very tangible to develop my constituent other than when I came to the assembly and when I jumped ship and went to the PDP. Yeah, SDP came up and they said that as jumped ship, they gave me a mandate and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, it had no swell. It didn't really change anything. And today, you see they have 32 members. 32 members. And out of the 52 members, 37 members for reasons best known to them, and for the leadership, basically leadership also, that the PDP is experiencing at the national level. They are information wearing consistent again, and the people we are nowhere to be found. They decided to move over. And now they decided to move over.
But if we are taking this, Honorable, are you endorsing this, or you are saying that they should go back to the drawing board?
It all depends on what they believe in and who the leader is. If they believe in going back to the drawing board, well, good. You know, most times when I listen to the people that they say, because of their journship issue, they're no longer a member of the state assembly, I just laugh because they can decide to go back to the drawing board. But where their information is coming from is key. And the one thing we should not let go of is that this nation, honestly, and the state as large, there are persons that decide what happens in the nation and the state. Somebody woke up one day and told you that it's done to become the president. And we'll have 2 billion or 2 million persons. And at the end of the day, the person becomes the president of the nation. The other person came up one day with no mantra, they has the change mantra and all the rest of them. And he became the president of the nation. Somebody even came up with a Muslim ticket and become the president of the nation. I need to ask, is it about telling us what is not really visible or visible? No.
So honorable, of course, time is not our friend, but if we are going to stand on the premise of your name, any promise in this matter, are we likely to, do you see a peaceful road ahead very quickly before we round up?
Okay, for us to round up and standing on the premise of my name, honestly speaking, if you glitch and they have an understanding with somebody, you should be willing to keep to that understanding. Where you fail to keep to that understanding and you see contrary actions and inaction, then you are on your own. And that will be.
Thank you very much. We've had Honorable Promise Nwankwo, former member of the State House of Assembly from Rivers State. There, Rivers State has been giving us installments upon installment of some legislative gymnastics so far. Perhaps now, after the resolutions and the withdrawal of the notice of impeachment, we'll see some legislative action going through from that state. Many thanks to you, Honorable. Let's move on now very quickly. The House of Representatives has also passed 2 bills to amend the Appropriations Act 2023 and Supplementary Appropriations Act 2023 and extend their implementation from December 31st, 2023 to March 31st, 2024.
Clause 1.
The executive bills to extend the 2023 Appropriations Act received expeditious attention at the Committee on Supply.
To extend the implementation year from 31st December 2023 to March 31st, 2024, read and pass.
The House passed 10 other bills, including the Southeast Development Commission Establishment Bill. 2 motions to address challenges in tertiary education were adopted, with lawmakers calling on the ivory towers to consider accepting tuition fees per semester from students.
That has been political updates for today. We have an eye on some of the political developments from Benue in the course of next week, and we'll also be having a look at some of the activities embarked upon by the new government, the new governors on track, and of course not forgetting Ondo State, events and developments from there as well. And we'll also begin our review of 2023 starting from the 26th of December. That has been political update for this week. Many thanks for joining us, and don't forget to keep it locked on the Nigerian Television Authority for news, reviews, previews, and interviews. My name is Fisaya Ogunfe. Thank you for staying tuned. All the best. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.